Hello and welcome to Hurl RET. This is George Bryce. This is going to end up being a wrap-up video, more like an overview of what I've gone over in this playlist of 1, 2, 3D design. Now, we've gone over the basics, which that was a long video. It was talking about just all the main functions you see on the main user interface across the top, across the sides, and on the drop down from Autodesk 123D Design. Then after that, we actually talked about the modify tools, which I feel like that video could have been a bit more in depth with things, but like as we go through this video, I'm just gonna use examples. So as I'm gonna be talking about what we've gone over, kind of like how we've talked about sketches already, and let's face it, those sketches you can do literally whatever you want. The hardest part is drawing the right thing. And then on top of that, we also talked about how to modify text. We talked about the shortcuts. We talked about the installation. And so let me do this in order. We talked about the installation, and we talked about the basics. Then we talked about the modify tools. Then we talked about the Then we talked about how to modify a sketch. Then we talked about text. And then we talked about shortcuts. No, we talked about shortcuts before we talked about how to alter text. But I still feel like I'm missing something. If you guys can remember, or if you guys find out what it is, just leave it in the comments. I forget entirely what it is I'm talking, what it is. But, altering a sketch, kind of fun. Well, depends on what you consider fun and what you consider needing to be done. I mean, I could probably end up making this cube a house and use that sketch there as a little window. It would take a while, but it would work. Then we would also talk about the text tool, which I'm going to put on the top of the box. Yeah, right there. Okay. Well, let's try not to make this video too long. Here we go with the modify tool again. Well, actually it's construct, but I feel like the tool extrude should actually be considered a modify tool, because you can modify things that way, but I guess it makes sense because when you go to modify, these actually have a lot more options of how you can manipulate the shape that's already. Now since it's a house, let's make it, we could just make it a log cabin. Just make it wooden. I think I'm going to go with natural wood rather than varnish. Doesn't look like wood. Okay. I guess that's our house. Let's go back to the modify tools and maybe do a chamfer around the corners of the house. You could technically call this a review. That's going to be an odd house. And there we have it. We still have the word there. So this was a short overview of what we've done, and I know I wasn't able to fill all that we've done in this, but it's a small wrap-up. If you've gotten this far, I congratulate you for being able to go through this, and thank you for watching. Once again, this is Hurl RET, and this is George Bryce. Thanks for watching.